Whoa, what's up? We're up again. We're working our way back. Let's go. How you guys doing tonight? Oh my God, it's crazy. We did it. We did it. We're back in the game. Super bullish already again. Oh, we're making our way back to the moon. Let's go. Oh man. It's been a wild ride this week. Holy crap. We're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. Let's take a look what we got going on. Holy snikes, man. We've been going sideways now for about 6 to 8 hours. Pretty good. Pretty good. We had this massive pump this morning from 69. What was it? 69? Oh wait, that wasn't this morning. I'm a little too far out here. Right here, 69.2, boom, all the way up to where we are now, which is right before I hit stream. Damn, we hit 71.5, which we really need to break out. This is kind of where we've been stuck at now for a little while now, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And the people keep Ah, piss off. I'm doing my live stream. Anyway, yeah, this is crazy. And there's so much going on right now. We're going to dive into it. Sam Bankman-Fried got sentenced to 25 years. Thank God. Yay. Yay. No more Sam Bankman fraud, right? Got some of my legendary FTX fortune cookies from the last bull run. Anywho, he's going away. And thank God. Thank God. So let's cover a little bit what the normies news are saying. And yeah, we'll dive right into crypto analysis. Boom.
News Daily, where we were coming on the air with breaking news on the crypto front. Just moments ago, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison. He was found guilty back in November of orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar fraud that led to the collapse of his company.
Sam Bankman fraud.
Him on all 7 counts of wire fraud as well as conspiracy. NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung joins us now. Brian, it was interesting because you heard sort of prosecutors want 50 years. The defense say, look, 5 or 6. How did we land on 20?
Yeah, I mean,
5 or 6. You freaking crazy?
Seem to have sliced right in the middle, but we have to remember what the arguments were on both sides. So again, just to zoom out here, FTX was that crypto exchange, and Sam Bankman-Fried, as CEO behind that, lost $10 billion of customer deposits, all while living a relatively lavish lifestyle in the Caribbean. Now, on the defense side, they were saying, well, he didn't know all of that, and also he was an altruistic person who made lots of donations. He was also socially awkward, didn't really enjoy being at some of the lavish parties that he was at. The judge didn't find that convincing.
Or the orgies he organized.
Misleading, logically flawed, and speculative. So another thing that the judge interestingly brought up was that he found that Sam Bankman-Fried had perjured himself on the stand and lied and misrepresented some of the things that he had said, which obviously doesn't fall in the favor of getting a more lenient sentence. So maybe that explains why this was a little bit higher than what Sam Bankman-Fried's attorneys had been asking for. But again, 25 years in prison. He's a relatively young man. He's 32.
Going away, man. You're going away.
A substantial sentence indeed, and federal cases don't allow for the possibility of parole. But is there sort of any world where Bankman-Fried can have a few years shaved off of that sentence?
Yeah, and we'll have to see what the terms of the agreement are. Again, I mean, 25 years in federal prison is what we know of so far. Does the judge kind of outline?
See that giant Bitcoin logo behind them?
We'll have to find out. But again, we have to understand that the analog for this that most people compare this to is Bernie Madoff. And Bernie Madoff got over 100 years in prison. There are some differences between that case and this case where it was maybe more nefarious what Madoff was doing, although, of course, the dollar amount of what Sam Bankman-Fried did in terms of fraudulently losing tens of billions of dollars, $10 billion of customer funds, there is that difference there. But he is a younger person as of sentencing. Again, 32, which is critical, which means that he would be 57 even if he serves out.
Damn it, he's going to get out. He's going to be alive. Damn it.
Victim impact statements in this case. Who are the victims here? And is there any world where they get to receive a payout?
Well, there were investors in FTX. There were employees within the company that felt that they were betrayed. But the biggest of all, of course, is the customer base.
What was mom and dad
had hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in cases in this trading platform, FTX. They were using it just to trade cryptocurrencies, trying to make a few bucks off of Bitcoin.
Oh no, Mom, I'm sorry.
But again,
I'm
FTX
sorry,
was
Mommy.
their backs,
I can't live in your basement no more. All right, enough normie TV. Yep, so he's going away. He's going away. Thank God, man. He's finally out of the limelight. We had enough of his tyranny over the years. So yeah, let's just dive right into crypto news and other things. So right now, sitting at a fear and greed index on 71 for stocks, and we're gonna dive into a little bit of that too, possibly later. 104 on the DXY. Man, the dollar keeps going up. I don't know why. Something I don't know. It's an election year, I guess. But we're gonna be printing this money into oblivion soon. Come on. We already hit a $1.2 trillion spending budget. I mean, where the hell is that gonna get put into play? Yep, and then fear and greed on crypto, of course, is at an 80. We were a little higher yesterday at 83, but still pretty bullish. As you can tell, we're sitting pretty bullish on Bitcoin too as well. Bitcoin halving's only 22 days, 3 hours, 52 minutes, and 15 seconds till the Bitcoin halving. 420 blaze it. Bitcoin halving. Hopefully it'll be on that day, and we will see an amazing halving. All right, and the bubbles today, boom, they're bouncing all over the place. BOEM's up 11%. GMT up is 15%. Prime mail, everything's coming up pretty much on the day. On the hour, things are kind of falling back down. Nothing too notable here on the way up. This is on the top 200 though. Let's see the top 100. Jupe's up 1%. Maker's up 1%. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Jasmine's down 1%. That's a shame, but man, it's been pumping pretty crazy the last few days, so good for Jazzy. And then on the week, Whiff, holy crap, 65% on Whiff, 45% on Doge, 25% on Bonk, 18% on Sheep. All the dog coins are rallying. What the hell is going on? What in the world is going on? Hopefully you guys have been picking up some of these dog coins. I did cave a little bit. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Doge has got we're gonna get into that a little bit later in the news, but Doge has got a little bit of a rally going on right now. I couldn't fade it. You got to pick up a little bit of the Doge. It has a lot going for it right now. It's part of Base's plan to give out dividends for coins. That was one of the ones listed. It also is on the lineup for an ETF for, believe it or not. Holy F. Holy F. Talk about wild and crazy chaos and anarchy. I mean, let's freaking go. Freaking Doge is going to be taking over the world now. So you can't phase it. You can't fade it. Anything else really going on? Ondo's cool, coming up 20%. ICP's up 40 freaking percent on the week. Holy crap. Holy crap, what's that on the day? Nothing notable on the day other than the doggy coins. So, yep, that's what's going on with the crypto bubbles. We got the Coinbase balance. I want to go over this again real quick. This is something to really keep an eye on as we go lower and lower into the available balances on the exchanges. And Coinbase, of course, is the number one here in the States and the number one that's being covered by, that's being settled with the ETFs here in the United States. So huge thing to pay attention to. Again, this is the American market, and this is where we have the ETFs. So don't fade it. It's getting crazier and crazier. We're down another 12% on the day. Yesterday we're up to about 330,000, and now we're down to 310,000 on the American exchanges. Coinbase particularly. So yeah, don't fade that. It's just something to really pay attention to. All right, Bitcoin rainbow chart just real quick. We are out of the accumulation phase. We are back into, what the hell is with this one? They keep changing this chart. Oh my god, it's gonna crash. We're back into HODL territory. What the heck? Yeah, we're back into HODL territory, which means we're not still cheap anymore. So definitely hold on to what you got, pick up a little bit. I still am loading up about $5 a day. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin. Just keep DCAing, keep stacking sats. All right, assets right now. We did flip silver just recently. We flipped silver, and we are looking to take it back again. We are so close. Oh, you can just taste it. Saliva's just dripping down your mouth. Oh my god, yes, we're going. And top 10 cryptos, nothing really changed here. Avalanche is still hitting the top 10 spot, which is nice. Yeah, nothing notable here. All right, let's get into the news. Sam Bankman freaking Fried, 25 years. 25 long years, hopefully. I really hope. Hopefully he doesn't get out on good behavior or parole or anything nonsense like that. We just played a clip, and they're talking about the possibility of parole is probably on the table. But yeah, you can't be hanging out in his mom's basement anymore. That's for sure. That's at least a positive, right? My God. The sentencing hearing detailed meticulously by Matthew Russell Lee and Intercity Press thoroughly examined Sam Bankman-Fried's actions and their extensive impact on the investors, customers, and broader financial landscape. Overseeing the case, Judge Kaplan rejected the defense's arguments concerning the calculation of losses, stating that I reject the defense's argument about the loss, both of the law and on the facts. Kaplan underscored the significant harm inflicted on investors, lenders, and customers. They screwed everyone. They only got the amount of Bitcoin that's of current value when the exchange collapsed. That's bullshit. They got back at that point, Bitcoin was sitting on like 16K. Like, I was loading up while people were getting screwed, you know? Like, this is why you get your money off the exchanges. You got to put yourself in self-custody. Put yourself in a hardware wallet. Get yourself in a hardware wallet, whatever the hell it is. Just do it. Do it. You don't want any exchanges anymore. You don't want your money taken away by another Sam Bankman fraud. Anywho, yeah, 25 years for stealing billions of dollars. Some people say he got off easy. Some people said he got off easy. During the proceedings, Judge Kaplan highlighted the gravity of Bankman-Fried's crimes, including the unauthorized use of customers' funds in speculative investments, which resulted in an unprecedented loss. So that his I guess point on this was that his defense was, we just use customer assets the same way the banks do. We just took the assets and reinvested them, right? Yeah. Let's see how well that went. So a fortuitous roundup of the value some cryptocurrencies bear no relation to the gravity of the crimes that were committed, Kaplan remarked, emphasizing the irrelevance of the subsequent market gains to fundamental criminal actions. Oh boy, I don't want to dive into all this here, but yeah, basically he's going away for a very, very long time, and hopefully, he doesn't get out on good behavior. Man, this article is just so ridiculous. So yeah, that is what's going on with Sam Banky. I thought I wanted to dive into this too. Call of Duty players have lost their Bitcoin thanks to malware. What in the world is this about? Call of Duty's players seeking out third-party cheat software. Ooh, this is why we just covered a sexual pleasure device, an adult toy, the other day. Last month. That was, you hook it up and you get your software updated, and then bam, hit with a malware attack by the original, software creators. It's hidden, embedded in the software. Please be careful what you plug into your devices. Be careful what you plug into your computer. Please make sure it is a registered, trustworthy device. I mean, you do not want to get scammed right now, right before the end of this. This is crazy. I'm assuming these are on hardware. I mean, not hardware wallets as well. We'll dive a little deeper into this article and see what exactly it entails. But be careful with these dApps and these, like MetaMask, and for example, any browser-based wallets are a lot more easily, hackable. So here we go. So Call of Duty players seek out third-party cheat software. The attack targeted players seeking to pay to cheat software to use on Activision Blizzard's Battle.net. We play this game. We know what's going on, man. Battle.net is to work around their anti-cheat service, Battle.net. The PC platform for games like World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and Diablo. The cheat software installed crypto drainer malware onto the user's computer and could be used to gain access to information to swipe coins from their wallets. It just says Bitcoin wallets. That's pretty generic. Other than the past couple of days, we have become aware of the malware targeting gamers. VX, the Underground, said in Twitter that, more specifically, a currently unidentified threat actor is utilizing an info stealer to target the individuals who pay to cheat in video games. According to VX Underground, the crypto draining malware potentially impacted more than 4.9 million accounts. This is insane. This is crazy. I mean, people are, oh my God, dude. This is something really dumb to lose your Bitcoin from, man. Oh my God. Total nearly 3.7 million Battle.net accounts, over 560,000 Activision accounts, and about 117 elite PvPers accounts. I don't know what the hell that is. Over the past couple of days, we were aware of the targeting on monitors. This is the actual Underground response there. So crypto wallet drainers refer to malware that once installed targets on the hot wallet, either installed as an application or on the computer's browser extension. This is what I'm talking about. Please do yourself a favor. Get a hardware wallet, get your key encrypted, and get it off the exchanges. You don't want something stupid like this because you had a MetaMask that was loaded up. You don't want that. MetaMask is number one targeted right now. Number one targeted crypto wallet. So I recommend getting a Ledger, get a Trezor, get a anything. Anything is better than the software or browser-based wallets. So keep that in mind. Alrighty. Oh, having camera issues today, man. Ooh, keep jumping all over the place. There we go. So, also includes a malware attack where cheat providers, unknown cheats, and phantom overlay, which had 572,000 and 1,300 compromised accounts, respectively. As the VX Underground explained, phantom overlay and alerted to the attack by users and authorized purchases. This is crazy, man. Yeah, stay away from these browser-based wallets, man. You don't want your games to be the reason why you lose Bitcoin this year, right before the halving. Right before we completely go into the dystopian frickin' future that is crypto and all crypto-based assets and the future of AI technology is going to be taking over the world. Don't let this be you. Don't let it be you. All right, moving on. Moving on. Elon Musk. All right, this is why I caved in. I bought a little bit of Doge. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe in the doggy coins. I truly don't. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna buy it and wait for the pump, and I'm gonna sell. So, yeah. Will Elon Musk's X payment system include Dogecoin? This has been the question now for like the last 3 freaking years. Will it include Dogecoins and other cryptocurrencies? Here's the latest clear information. What we actually know, according to cryptonews.com. There have been a few developing. There's been news developing on the regarding the payments, X payment, which will be included by the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, and those who was changed to X after Elon Musk's acquisition. According to the latest information, X payments will most likely not support cryptocurrency payments at launch. Okay, well, that's at least some kind of news. The company has not yet applied for the necessary virtual currency licenses that would allow its products to include virtual assets. So I thought I heard something different last year. But that was a bit of a different spin on this last year. I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe that. So today, X Payments was granted a check sales and money transmitters licensed for Louisiana. However, Louisiana also requires a virtual currency business license for products involving crypto assets, such as those offered by Robinhood, PayPal, Coinbase, and El eToro. And all these companies have this operating license in addition to the money transmitter license. It appears that X Payments and is not applied for these operating licenses, as they had applied. This license would have been granted them along with the money transfer license. So long story short, X is not getting crypto payments anytime soon. Sorry, Doge. Sorry, Doggy Coin. But we still got the positive for Doge and a lot of other crypto assets getting pushed by Coinbase, for dividends and earning yields. Wall Street loves this. This is what they love. You gotta be bullish on that, at least, because we all know, we all know what Anthony Pompliano said, right? We know what he said. Man, it's muted. What the heck?
Wall Street doesn't just like Bitcoin; they love Bitcoin.
Yeah, they love Bitcoin.
Assets. There's been over 5,500 ETF launches in history.
Yep. And so, with that being said, we're moving on to the next one. Singularity.net AGIX hits 7-day high on merger. So we covered this yesterday. They are having the three major AI platforms coming together into one. So if you hold Fetch, like I did, you have a big bag of Fetch, man, you're not bullish enough, man, because apparently these three coins together are going to create a huge movement that is going to boost the entire ecosystem. And yeah, Fetch is just the bare bone, the backbone of it. So since the news of the merger of Singularity.net, AGIX, Fetch AI, FET, and Ocean Protocol, and to Alt Signals ASI token, which would be have a diluted valuation of 7.5 billion, AGIX has been on the positive surge. As a result, the AGIX bullish momentum remains strength, sending the price to a 7-day high of 1.39 after finding the support at the intraday low of 1.20. $1.20 at the present time. AGIX was trading at $1.39 and up to 8% in the prior 24 hours. So they were saying that this merger was going to basically take this too about it, though. This is where I'm not quite sure people really gotten the memo yet, because we are going to be having each token be a positive valuation. Like every FET, I believe, is going to be worth $3 or $4 as soon as it settles. And the merger, I'm not sure when the merger is actually going to be taking place either. I don't think my FET, I'm gonna check my wallet real quick. I don't think my FET has converted into anything yet. I'm not a big fan of these mergers, by the way. I am not. I got a big bag of it though. Still has not got the new ticker on it yet, so it's gonna probably take time. But there's a lot of more interest is kind of being dumped back into these other coins that are going to be merged into this one ASI protocol. So yeah, do not fade this. This is going to be big. Again, Fetch was one of the largest AI. I think it had one of the biggest movements too in in the last 3 months. It's gone up crazy. Let's see real quick. Where's our boy Fet? That's crazy that freaking these dog coins are so high up here now. Let's just go to Crypto Market Cap. Let's go to Coin Market Cap and see where our boy Fet is. I think it's like 50 or 60 right now in the top 100. There's Fetch. So yeah, we can see we've had a crazy run already. Let's see. Where is it's on the 1 hour chart. Did I not change that? What the hell? So there's January. Yeah, at the beginning of January it was worth 50 cents. It's crazy. Crazy where we're at now. $3.50. Crazy. That's how far Fetch has gone. So yeah, definitely don't fade these AI tokens, man. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alrighty. We're gonna dive a little bit into this too here in a bit, but I want to kind of move over all the major headlines. Robert Kiyosaki's in the news again. Why? Because he will not stop talking about Bitcoin going up to $1 million. That's why. So Robert Kiyosaki recommends buying 1/10 of a Bitcoin. 1/10 of a Bitcoin right now is about $7,000. Why should you own 7/10 of a Bitcoin? 1/10 of a Bitcoin, $7,000. Yeah, we're gonna dive into that. I mean, Michael Saylor says you should own at least 0.01. A billion people in the world aren't even going to be able to get into crypto before we hit like 100,000. It's going to be crazy. Oh, hey, Mondo. Welcome, Mondo. Welcome back. My biggest fan. Oh my God. Yeah, Bitcoin is going back up. Hopefully you're having a good day. Yeah, we're diving into Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Again in the news, talking about $1 million Bitcoin and why you should have 1/10 of a Bitcoin, which is about $7,000 evaluated right now. I mean, well, I haven't checked Bitcoin in a minute, but we've been moving back up. Look, this is getting really tight. We're going to either see a 60% break up to the upside or a 40% down. Hopefully it'll be the up the upper portion. Anyway, Robert Kiyosaki recommends buying 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Why? Get Bitcoin while you still can, says Robert Kiyosaki. If you can't afford Bitcoin, a whole coin, you may want to consider buying 1/10 of a coin via the new ETF of Satoshis, wrote Kiyosaki. If the Bitcoin process works as designated, or as designed, you may own a whole Bitcoin by the end of this year. What? What is it? What are you talking about? I am buying 10 more Bitcoin after April, or before April. Why? The halving. If you can't afford a whole Bitcoin, you should. Yeah. We just read that. If the Bitcoin process works as designed, you may own a whole Bitcoin by the end of the year. Let's see his original post on X. I expect to be 100,000 by September 2024. If you are not into Bitcoin, I suggest buying silver coins, preferably US Silver Eagles, yada yada yada. We're not buying silver. We're about to flip silver. We just covered that. About to flip silver again for like the third time this year. Because the smart money knows the US is the biggest debtor nation in the world, and we cover that every single day here on the channel in our dystopian future, where, of course, we're at 34.6 trillion as of today. And last week when we had announced our budget was going to be adding a $1.2 trillion deficit. Yeah, that is what's going on with that. So yeah, that is why. And the world's property market is toast. Japan has been in the biggest depression since 1990. He's not wrong. Japan right now, and we covered this yesterday. We went over a little bit of the world, macro stage when it comes to the debt clock. If you go here to usdebtclock.org, you can hit there the world debt clocks, and you can see, boom, all of the top economies and where they are right now in terms of their deficit and debt to GDP. Where is Japan? 300% of their GDP. That's in spending. That's insane. 300% of all the money coming into the country is getting spent. You thought America was bad. Damn. I feel really bad for Japan. But they said they avoided a recession. They are in one. I'm sorry. They've been in a deep recession. And a lot of these other countries are too. So you can look at, just every country. Indonesia's okay, I guess. If you want to move there. Where's India? 95%. I was looking at possibly moving to India too. There's just no safe place from inflation. That's why we played at the very beginning of the stream. People who own fiat currency, we call them poor. Thank you, Michael Saylor. So anyway, back to Robert Kiyosaki. Germany is sliding into depression, mom and pop consumer and living on credit cards. Banks are in trouble and the world is on the brink of war. Robert Kiyosaki too also is an investor just like MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor. I think he said publicly he has $1 billion or $2 billion in debt. He's borrowing because we invest not in fiat. We do not save in fiat. We save in assets, and Bitcoin is the superior asset. It is the apex asset. It is the one that's going to save us because it's financial freedom. All right. So Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin maxi, says, question, what do you call people who insist on saving fiat currency? Fake money. Poor. Yes, that's right. So Michael Saylor, Andy Speckton says, we do not want you to be poor. So please start acquiring Bitcoin, gold, silver, and if you haven't already started, Bitcoin is $70,000 a coin, gold's about $2,500 a coin, and silver is about $35 a coin. Almost everyone in the world can afford at least one silver coin or one Bitcoin Satoshi. One Bitcoin Satoshi, that's nothing. That's nothing, man. One Bitcoin is 100 million Satoshis. So right now, we can actually divide that. Or you just go on Coinbase or something and you just do a little bit of research to see how much, what can you afford, what can you allocate. Please don't be zero. Please don't be on zero. Please get off zero. That's Mark Yusko's famous phrase. Please get off zero. All right. So thank you, Robert Kiyosaki. Again, stay away from cash. All right, this is basically just going over then in depth as why. So I saw this today. It was kind of funny. So what are you gonna do when you buy? What are you gonna buy when Bitcoin's $1 million or worth tens of millions of dollars? I'm gonna buy the dip. That's damn right, Morpheus. We're gonna buy that dip. Yeah, because shit, this is gonna get crazy. And that's exactly what I plan on doing with my altcoins. I'm gonna eventually pull them all out, settle them into either stable coins or directly into Bitcoin, and then roll it into Bitcoin eventually. Gotta buy that dip. So I thought that was funny. That was posted on X by Swan. A lot of funny stuff coming out of Swan lately. And yeah, I just want to kind of do a quick Google trend, and then we'll get back into the charts real quick. China opens up for the last day of the week in about 30 minutes. Alrighty. Mondo says, with $1 million worth of Bitcoin, I could afford 1 million crispy chicken sandwiches. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Cause aren't those sandwiches like more than $1 now? I don't think you can, Mondo. Not 1 million anyway. Maybe 780,000 with tax and all that, or 850,000. Oh my god, it's funny. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick little search today. What's going on? We already covered one of the major ones.
Today,
yeah, of course, Sam Bankman-Fried is going to prison. Thank freaking God. Sam Bankman-Fried's going away. Yeah, and then Mark Yusko was on today. That was pretty cool.
Ethereum heading for its best quarter in 3 years.
Trying to see if we could get a little bit of a highlight here.
Is that still to come before we get to that 150?
So the big move happens post-halving. So the halving occurs sometime between April 20th and April 21st, most likely. So once that occurs, then you start to get an increase in demand, right, from the ETFs and other people interested. But the supply of new coins goes from 900 a day to 450. Well, think about it. If there's more demand than supply, price has to rise. So the price starts to rise.
I feel kind of bad for Mark Yusko and all these other influencers, man. I mean, for the love of God, how many times are you going to get on and say the same thing over and over again to these normies until they just get it? Have you gotten it? Please tell me in the chat. Please like and subscribe, do all the things. Do you get it? Do you get life on a Bitcoin standard? Do you understand what it's like for your financial freedom to be unleashed by Bitcoin? Yeah, because we keep talking to the normies, and you know what? We still haven't gotten retailing. That's what we're going to jump into next. Google Trends. Google Trends. What is going on with your buddy Google and the world and the normies? This hurts my soul. Every time we look at this, it hurts my soul because they don't give a crap right now about anything but Taylor Swift. I'm gonna predict it's gonna be Taylor Swift. It's gonna be I don't know, some football team or basketball team or something. I mean, what has it been lately? It's been ridiculous, but no one's talking about Bitcoin. Weeks before the halving. Weeks. We're talking about like 2.5 weeks. What in the world is going on? Wait, isn't the eclipse happening tonight? I think it's happening tonight. The Yankees, oh god, the Yankees. God. Oh god, it's all baseball. Sam Bankman-Fried. Oh, we got Sam Bankman-Fried. We got him. We got at least one crypto thing tonight in the top, top 10. Look at that. Number 4, Sam Bankman-Fried. Searched. 100,000 searches. Over 100,000. Texas Rangers, Finn, Orioles. Oh my god, this freaking... Oh my god, a baseball. All the normies in the baseball. Come on. Diddy arrested. Did they catch him? Oh my god. Oh, this is so stupid. Solar eclipse. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. We got at least one Bitcoin or crypto related thing in the news for crypto market. So we're gonna take a quick little look at Bitcoin, then we're gonna move on. Bitcoin looks like, oh, look at that. We had a little bit of a peak. No, that was March 3rd. Never mind. Come on. When the hell is retail gonna get in? They're gonna get in way too late, man. Hopefully you guys didn't get in too late. Hopefully you guys, you've been here for a long time. If not, it's never too late. Get yourself off zero. Do all the things. It's going to be a great bull run. So yeah, this was pretty cool too. Where was it? Oh yeah, Mike Novogratz. Mike Novogratz is in the news a couple times. He was also interviewed by Anthony Popolano. That was pretty interesting. Anthony Popolano, man, he's been doing such a great service, pumping his bags too, I'm sure. When it comes to how much he's really been bullish on it. We just played that clip a little earlier about how Wall Street loves. They don't just like Bitcoin. They love. They love Bitcoin.
They love Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Think of these.
Yeah. So. I thought I'd play a little bit of this. This is too long. I don't want to get too much into it, but pretty much when Mike Novogratz opens up, he kind of goes into the basic normie stuff. Hopefully you guys are a little more, informed of what's going on. Things like this really surprise me. What's really going on in the market right now? Everyone is on center stage pushing Bitcoin, pushing ETFs, pushing all the crypto assets. This is happening, whether you like it or not. This is the future. So yeah, we'll play a little bit of this and then we'll kind of move on. I think right here is when he gets into the basics.
Over. Like, this is the people's revolution, right? Mr. and Mrs. Watanabe in Japan, Mr. and Mrs. Kim in Korea, people in India, in Africa, in Nigeria, all over the place.
This is our revolution.
There are no global
our financial freedom fight.
Really, right? Gold is a global market. But in the 1999 tech bubble, that was a US bubble, right? There was a few people that participated in outside, but broadly Japanese people buy Japanese bonds.
You don't want to miss out on the next Amazon,
so here's
Facebook,
the first global asset.
Google.
And it was, people driven. And so I started this way, way early, this tagline, the herd is coming. And boy, did I feel silly for years. I was talking about the institutional herd, right? I was one of the first institutional guys, me, Dan Moorhead, there were a few of us, to start telling the Bitcoin story to institutions. And most of them just said, oh, that's really interesting, close. A few intrepid, you guys had Fairfax County, got in early. But
I don't want to play this whole thing, but basically he just kind of goes from start to finish, his entire involvement with crypto. I mean, it's really interesting. If you have some time, watch it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else came out of this event. We talked about this the other day. This had occurred, I think, last Friday. I think it was last Friday or last Saturday. It was an exclusive event. Only about 250 people were invited. And it was the Bitcoin Investor Day in New York. So if you have a chance, do some research into this. If you find some of the other videos popping out there, this one just popped up 3 hours ago. So I was really bullish to see this finally hit the mainstream. But I really want to see what else was said in this event. Supposedly Kathy Wood was there. I'm pretty sure Larry, maybe not Larry Fink. I think he did. I think he was there because they had all these articles right after the event, covering his 28% allocation recommendation for this year, which is crazy because it was like 84% last year. So I don't know where they're getting these numbers. But anyway, that's something, definitely keep that in mind to watch later. We just looked at that, Mark Yusko. And yeah, Bloomberg, CNBC, everyone's covering it. Every news outlet, every single day, will not stop talking about it. This is when at some point, we're probably going to get to 75, 80,000, and mainstream's going to jump in. All major retail is going to jump in. Mondo Cat says, I get that. I am a wet noodle. Yeah, a wet noodle for what? Buying a million crispy chicken sandwiches with $1 million Bitcoin when it's worth $1 million? I don't know. It's crazy.
It's been an interesting short-term watch, particularly driven by flows into the Bitcoin
This
ETFs.
is Mike Novogratz on Bloomberg interview.
A brilliant story about the enthusiasm for Bitcoin ETFs in Korea, for example. Just let's start the conversation with how you are and what you're thinking about right now.
Yeah, listen, Bitcoin has broadly doubled since November. So let's hold this in context, right? We had a 35,000.
I explained to the normies. This is Bitcoin.
And
this is money. This is appreciation.
And so it's been a monster rally. That rally was mostly fueled by adoption, right? With the ETF, it made it very easy for people in the U.S. institutions and the wealth channel, most importantly, to access Bitcoin for the first time. What's happening at the same time this is happening in the U.S., we're launching ETFs with, or ETPs, with DWS in Europe. We've got a partnership with Itaú in Brazil. And you're seeing people around the world participating in the simpler form of Bitcoin, right?
About that Brazilian ETF that launched a couple weeks ago.
This is just starting. Like, what will happen to prices? Prices are going to consolidate for a while between 75 and maybe 62 or even 58. You could see a consolidation, but
wouldn't it be nice to buy another 1% at $500 again? Yeah, that'd be nice. The good old days.
$1 trillion of debt, right? We're at 34 trillion right now. We'll be at 35 trillion and then 40 trillion. That story is so powerful. It makes it easy for salespeople, right? For registered investment advisors to tell their clients, put a couple percent of your net worth in Bitcoin. And you're seeing that happening.
And we have the Shanghai ETF rolling out as we speak. They're getting ready.
Mike, let's then have a robust and healthy debate about this. Jack Mallers, who I'm sure you are aware of, or at least know, was on the show this week talking about this.
As many dollars as we're printing. Forget what the headline inflation number looks at, because you have asset inflation that doesn't go into CPI. At times you have food inflation. And so you have lots of different inflations. The purchasing power of the underlying currency goes down, right? Look how much silver a British pound gets you today. Certainly does not get you a pound of silver.
No. Our nickels aren't even worth, 5 cents anymore. They're actually worth like 12 because of the depreciation of our dollar.
We're in that process. And we've got an election coming up between Biden and Trump, both who I think will expand the balance sheet. We're running 25% of GDP as a federal budget. That number should be 20. So we're 5% of GDP off of where a real good, tight government would be spending.
Alrighty. Yeah, so everyone is out here talking about this on the news every single day. You can't ignore the FUD around the dollar, right? And somehow the dollar is pumping. I don't understand it. I really don't. We're out there every single day. Larry Fink was on 3 news outlets yesterday covering how no one has enough for retirement. And we did an entire Larry Fink day yesterday. It was crazy because he was on every single outlet. Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox News, Yahoo Finance. He was screaming from the rooftops, the dollar is going to zero and you need to get off the dollar and then buy Bitcoin and all these other ETFs. So everyone is screaming, run for the freaking hills, buy some Bitcoin. Look at this. Oh my God. Yeah, we are about to explode. Look at this. We tested the bottom like how many times now? We made new bottoms on the way in the last couple hours. Holy shit. Yeah, we might see a 72 breakout here in a couple hours. Right now we got about 15 minutes until China opens, Shanghai, Hong Kong, all the foreign markets. So this is going to be the last trading session, I believe, for the week. Monday is the first, I believe. This is crazy. We're already done with April. In March. We're going into April. The halving is 22 freaking days away. You can't be any more bullish than this right now. It's insane. Everyone, it's insane. And so, don't forget. Larry Fink, Mike Novogratz, Robert Kiyosaki, Samson Mao, Arthur Hayes, all of these experts, all of these, financial asset managers, Mark Yusko, Raoul Paul, all of them, Kathy Wood, everybody, Michael Saylor, they're all telling you one thing: buy Bitcoin, get off the dollar, and because you do not want to be on that side. All right, so I want to play this again.
What do you do with the Bitcoin? I can just gather value.
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor.
I love that mix. It's so awesome. Shaking the whole house with that freaking track, man. Damn. So don't forget, you don't want to be poor. You want to maintain your wealth. And this is it. We're in the final lap. Right through the gate. The halving is right around the corner. We are so freaking close. You can taste it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do when we get through there? I can tell you what we're going to do. I marked it off yesterday. This is what I personally believe is happening right now. There we go. So let's just kind of clean this up a little bit. There we go. We'll just move that out of the way. So this is what I've seen since the beginning of the year. We've had the start of the year, 38,000, right? And then boom. Let's go back to even an hour chart. Hour chart. Oh my God! This is every time I look at this, I just get so bullish. I just see laser eyes. Nothing but Bitcoin. Oh my God. So yeah, we started this year in the mid 30s to 40 range, right? And then ETFs were launched right here on the 15th. Boom! We had a huge upward trend after we had that initial sell-off, and then we created this new pattern, right? This staircase pattern. And it's almost like to the T. Look at this. It's about $10,000 every month. Boom, boom, boom. So we're down here at 40,000 right before the end of the month. The 26th, right? From the 26th to the 26th of February. We're up about $10,000, and then the same thing here, $10,000 to the 26th of March. We're actually way higher than that actually, but we fell down, which is where I personally believe we should have been. We had more of a hype. I don't know what was going on here, where we exploded that high. But the inflows are basically $10,000 of price appreciation every month. Now the halving, I think we're going to have at least one more at the beginning of April. We're going to see a level up to about 75, probably 74, 75. And then as soon as the halving takes off, we're going and we're going to double that. I mean, and this is just counting the American markets. Wait until we hit the Shanghai, Hong Kong ETFs. They're saying those are even more appreciative in the value of Bitcoin. I mean, we have no idea. We could double this in terms of price value. But when we look at $100,000 by the halving at this rate, it's insane. Probably within the first month after the halving. Or we're gonna have a sell the news event. We're gonna have all the normal shit, right? But I mean, there may also be overlapping events that could be bullish on top of that. We could have, Hong Kong roll out, and we just go to the freaking moon. I mean, $200,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, it's a possibility at this point. You can't fade that. Especially if we flip silver again, people start waking up. Mainstream adoption isn't here yet. Retail hasn't gotten in. I just looked at the Google Trends. We showed you that. Talking about baseball. We're more worried about Google searching baseball than they are Bitcoin right now. Sam Bankman-Fried was the only thing in the headlines. So this is gonna be insane on the micro level. We're gonna break out and we're gonna destroy the previous cycle. We're going into a new cycle, really. This is something we've never even seen before. Look at this old macro trend. We're about ready to explode. This is the where was it? 2021 bull run. I got so many charts. There we go. This is the macro trend I did last year. Actually 2 years ago now at this point. I mapped all the way down the appreciation of Bitcoin all the way up, and where we should be at a normal rate. This is not a normal rate of appreciation with these ETFs. Hell no. But even if we were, my original plan was around $125,000 base case for this halving. That is off the table now, man. This is not normal. We hit an all-time high before the halving. I'm sure a lot of people are saying that. You've heard it, I'm sure, by now. That's not normal. None of this is normal. This is different. I don't care what it is. This time is different. It was nothing but normies buying and selling the Bitcoin, right? Back in 2021. Selling off, getting afraid, buying Doge, sheep. And now we got 6 other freaking dog coins instead of 2. Yeah, so I'm expecting a huge impact. I'm waiting for this entire macro trend to be broken. And when we do, oh boy. I mean, we're off to the races. The next really big target to hit, to break out, is 230,000 for the halving. And when that's invalidated, we're going to just go higher and higher and higher. So I'm looking at this. I'm taking this into consideration. Every day is a new day, and you never know what's going to happen. So with that being said, we got about 10 more minutes until market opens for Bitcoin. We are sitting at a $70,600 Bitcoin currently. And I'm expecting a big open. Because what are they gonna do? Sell it? Are you crazy? Are you crazy right now? Are you really selling Bitcoin right before the halving? Like, Jesus Christ! No! Don't be selling Bitcoin. Are you stupid? No, we're over it. We're holding Bitcoin for the long haul. That's what we're doing here on this channel. Bitcoin is the future. Financial freedom. Fight the power. FTP. In this new world order. And anarchy. Dystopian future is here. Don't forget, it is here. Yes, it is. Alrighty. So yeah, let's take a quick moment to look at some of the other coins as they're opening up in Japan right now. I always look at Jasmine at the Japan opening. I think we're right around. So Japan, most major markets usually trade the most volume around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I always look at that. Japan right now is at they're about 10 o'clock in the morning right now. So they got a couple more hours. So we're going to probably see another pump here. Next point of breakout, we have to get out of 2 cents, 2.2 cents for Jasmine. So I'd be expecting a pump into Jasmine probably at like midnight. Yeah, it'll be about probably the most volume for it here in the States. At midnight, that'd be Eastern Standard Time for Jasmine, and hopefully we'll be able to break through of that. I want to see a 3 cent Jasmine. We got pretty close to it at the beginning of the year. 2.75. Not bad. We'll see. And then ETH had a bit of a pullback still, right? We're still trying to get back up to the $4,000 level. I'm not really bullish on ETH as much as I used to be. I'm gonna be honest. The Denkun upgrade was nice for the alts, but then I did hear that the price of the gas fees on some of these alts now went up. Like, what was the point then? Like, I'm still gonna hold my bag, but man, it's gonna be hard to be holding ETH and XRP when all these major news doesn't really do anything for them. So I thought I'd be a good mention. But yeah, we did break out of the last time we looked at this chart. It's got a pretty good rising wedge, so let's just keep an eye on that. Solana needs to get back to 200 again, right? God damn, it's so bullish on Solana too. I still think this is going to be the new ETH killer. I mean, this is going to be it. And now Sam Bankman-Fried's in jail. We don't have to worry about Solana dumping on the market. The original FUD around that was going to be that Solana was going to be dumped when FTX went to court. I think the original time frame was 5 or 6 years. Now they're looking at a buyer, potential buyer, and they're looking at getting a $60 deal on the entire bag. What Solana, the entire bag of Solana that FTX was holding. That's insane. That's insane. Give me some of that $60 Solana now. I can't complain though. I bought a whole bunch of Solana back here when we were at the $10-20 last year. That was pretty awesome. So hopefully you're sitting there on a good bag of Solana, some of these blue chips, Solana, XRP, ETH, Bitcoin, Chainlink is another good one too, right? I mean, all these charts look so good now. Oh my God, we're getting pretty bullish. Oh my God, pretty bullish. I can't wait to see what happens to everything when Bitcoin pumps up and then consolidates. And we haven't had a normal market yet. Like these ETFs have been crazy. We got about 4 or 5 minutes until foreign market opens. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do. I mean, this is getting tight. Here in the, let's see the 15-minute. Yeah, that is getting real tight. But we still got to get over that hump though. 71.6, 72. So yeah, we do have a bit of a challenge this evening. Let's see, Matic hasn't really done much either. It's back to $1, which is at least okay, I guess, but God. Yeah, Come on, Matic. It's becoming a stable coin again. I remember the last time it got stuck at $1 during the last bear market. Yeah, we got stuck at like, yeah, 90 cents $1 for like this huge range here, which is not bad. I mean, you want to see a long-term, you know, in a bear market, that's not that bad. Didn't do that bad. But didn't really do much of anything either. Cardano is the same. Look at the chart for Cardano and in XRP. It's pretty much like this range, right? This range for a long time. What else? We got Fetch. Fetch has a huge pump since the merger was announced. AI coins will be rocking the scene here. I wonder where is Render at? It's been a while since we talked about Render. Let's see what's going on with Render. Coin market cap. Render $11. Damn. Yeah, we've been popping off a bit, doing some damage. Holy crap. And that was probably right after the yeah, it was probably right after the NVIDIA conference, right? Man, that was amazing. You haven't seen the NVIDIA conference yet? That was insane. Talking about AI taking over the world, right? Oh God, this is it, man. This is it. Robots, AI, it's coming. I say it all the time here. You don't want to be messing around with that because it's coming. It's going to be taking everything. It's going to be taking your job, man. It's coming for your job. It's going to be coming for you. If you're a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a bookkeeper, what else do we say? Bank tellers, receptionists, travel agents, factory workers, fast food workers, crypto, customer service representatives, drivers, your friends, especially your romantic loved ones, all going to be replaced by AI. Oh my God. So don't you fade that either, because it's coming. It's coming. I think the drivers have like less than 5 years, honestly. That was that UPS deal last year where they got like $100,000 in some locations to be a UPS driver. There's a reason why they're doing that. There's a reason. There is a reason. It's because they are going to be replacing them. They're going to be replacing them with robots. Alrighty. All right, so let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. We got a minute. Less than a minute until they either pump or dump us. What is China gonna do? Let's wake up China. China. Come on. Looks like we might hit this wedge and then bounce, or we will dump. 70,700. It might just be another loading screen tonight. My God. We're getting a little bit of volume coming in. Not nothing crazy yet. Let's take a look at Bookmap and then decide whether it's worth hanging out tonight or not. All right, Bookmap tonight is brought to you, as always, by yours truly, Kimba. Kimba, if you're not familiar, Kimba is actually an anime reference. It is Kimba the White Lion, an original anime that was created in Japan in the 1950s. Insane, right? Insane. Oh, God. Bookmap. That's what we got on Bookmap today, brought to you by Kimba. Yeah, looks like we are going to probably be selling off. It looks like we got a lot of orders, open orders ahead. Once we get past about 79, there isn't too much left, really. You look at that there, 71, there's a little bit up there. Who the hell's selling Bitcoin? Again! What are you? Jesus! Come on! Get out of here with this. Freaking, what, we got scarce Soloways all over the place? The whole world is full of Gareth Solway selling Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? Crazy, man. Crazy. Now, this could be actually pretty interesting, though. If we do break through 70 and 800, we can actually see something I want to see a God candle, man. Dude, it's been forever since we've seen a large candle. A large candle, especially on a night stream. It's been a long time. I think like way back here. No, not even that. That happened in the morning in the American market. Damn, dude. It's been forever. And we haven't had any crazy daily candles lately either. The last big daily candle we had was, speaking of noodles, we were talking about, damn, I lost my chart. How far are we out? There we go. Yeah, the last big daily candle we had was way back at the beginning of the month. Yeah, this one here. That was on the 20th. That wasn't that long ago, actually. I didn't know that one happened. On the 20th. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of here on the 4th. That one on the 20th could be the largest candle we've had. Period. I mean, if you can go back to the last halving and the last bull run, the market didn't produce that large of a candle. Maybe this one here. Let's see, that was a 20% candle. That was the only one I could think of. That was last February. It was around the time we had the first big candle this year. What was the last candle we had? Did we have a 20% pump in March? This one here, was that 20%? No, it was 10%. We haven't even gotten a real candle yet this cycle. Yeah, it's mostly just been steady inflows from the ETFs. We need retail. We need retail in here, man. We do. We do. Alrighty. Let's get back in there. 15-minute chart. That's my favorite chart. Pretty solid. Pretty realistic. If you go to the 1 minute, it's not like... I mean, you can see real quick volatility and price action, but it's not really like anything reliable, in my opinion. But yeah, it looks like we are... it's hard to tell on the 1 minute. We might be producing another higher low. Yeah. Oh, it might be another night of loading screens. All right, well, I'm not gonna bore everyone with this. Oh my God. But it would be a miracle if we did get a pump at the open. The Chinese Open. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, if you haven't, please like and subscribe, do all the things. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to hit my first major milestone, even though a little tiny baby one. 25 subs. That's all I'm asking. 25 subs. And then we're moving on to our next biggest target, which will be 50. 50 subs. And I'll be continuing to, again, improve the stream. Man, we've come a long way since the beginning of January. We actually planned this channel to launch. I launched it the day of the ETF. So I'm pretty proud of that. I actually started building this channel back in October of last year. And yeah, we've come a long way, man. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited for this market, man. It's gonna be so magical when we get to that $1 million Bitcoin here. I'm thinking more like 2026, probably realistically, for $1 million Bitcoin. But who knows? Maybe Arthur Hayes, Samson Mao, you know, whoever is right. Maybe 100 million. I mean, maybe we don't have a large enough imagination. That's what Arthur Hayes says, right? Or we don't have a big enough imagination. Nope, no siree. It's 9:05 right now. I'm at least waiting for a dump, man. Don't let me hanging. Give me something. Give me something. Anything. Ooh. Have you checked your bags lately? Holy moly. Like, getting closer. Again, Bitcoin doesn't need to go to $1 million for me to be a millionaire. That's all I gotta say. God damn. Speaking of bags, holy shnikes, man. Come on, Bitcoin, do something. We're going sideways for what? Since the afternoon. Since this afternoon. Holy crap. Nuts. Alrighty. Well, I can't sit here and watch the loading screen all night. I gotta work on some things, some projects. But again, I appreciate all the love and support. Please like and subscribe to all the things. This is Otaku, the Crypto Otaku, letting you know, don't let your dreams be dreams, and buy some Bitcoin. Because you know, before it's too late, Robert Kiyosaki said it. You know, right now, 1/10 of a Bitcoin will change your life, and eventually a percent of a Bitcoin will change your life. We covered all before. The when moon, right? When is your moon date? When can you retire? Well, 1 Bitcoin you can retire in 2030, probably, or less. And 2 Bitcoin you can probably retire now. I mean, in my opinion, you could probably retire now. And then, yeah, I think it was a 0.1 Bitcoin. You could probably retire as 2036. And then with 0.01 Bitcoin, you're looking at like a 2045 retirement moon date. So don't forget, those are still a thing, man. Possibilities of Bitcoin going to the moon are endless. Remember, Bitcoin's going up forever. It's going up forever. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin's going up forever. All right, so have a good night. Do all the things, and I'll catch you guys next time. Don't be buying any Beanie Babies. Buy some Bitcoin. Take it easy. Otaku, signing out. Later.